All right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? Um, I'm live on YouTube, and I'm also live on the Discord, the SMS community. So that's why I wear this headset to avoid interference. So, how you doing, Mason and Snyderson? How you doing, guys? How you doing? All right, so let me check YouTube. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you can see my screen, if you can hear me clearly, if everything is fine. Share the live, share the stream to other people, and do something real quick. All right. This live will be 100% in English. All right, because it's the SMS community live. All right, it's the stream I do every Thursday with John's community, and I decided today to do it with you. All right, instead of doing two streams or two calls, I do only one. So it's gonna be 100% in English. All right, that's their live. That's the SMS community live. That's not my live. Like that's not Libre. That's SMS community. So it gotta be 100% in English. Okay. Before you asking me why I don't speak Creole, well, I might say 2 or 3 words in Creole. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do without noticing. It's natural sometimes to just say, okay. So, all right. This morning during the market breakdown, let me choose one last thing. One last thing. I was supposed to do this thing before starting, but I didn't have my phone. Uh, I gave up. All right. This morning during the market breakdown, if you were in the market breakdown, do you remember what we talked about? I wrote this text right here and saying that might be the potential high of the day. Okay. It's a little bit confusing. I'm not gonna say it's not tradable, but it's a little bit confusing when you have the high of the day that is already set, but you have some mid liquidity. So you have some liquidity in between. And I talked to my community and I told you guys the fact that the high of the day might be set. There is only one thing we can expect is to wait for retracement and a manipulation to go lower. But I wanted to see a further retracement, at least take this liquidity before we move to the downside. All right. So the fact that we have this liquidity, I said we can keep trying to long this to go to this upside objective. If we had enough conviction, if the market gave a nice confirmation and stuff, we might try to go to the upside. But yes, we had a nice reaction, but after that, it's garbage. Okay. After that, the market stay in one place and I lost interest on NQ and YM. Well, I did not participate in this setup. Why? Because the volatility was too high, and I was trying to take a trade after this close or at the retracement. That's 100 points. Okay, that's 100 something points, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait for a retracement. But the way the retracement was coming was not very beautiful. All right, to be honest, I really wanted to long this one, not because it's an accumulation. I'm saying it's not because we have an accumulation right now. I really wanted to long this one. I stayed on the M5, but the stop loss 100 points, and when I checked the risk to reward, it was not very interesting, and I lost interest. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for price to come back to see how we're gonna do. So basically, we had this imbalance. We had this imbalance right here, and I drew this line, and I drew this line you see here, and I'm like, okay, if we can create another icy candle, I will take the trade, and then my stop loss will be based on the reaction we have in this area. But the market never created the icy candle. We had this rejection to the downside, and then we have this massive candle. As soon as I see this massive candle, I was like, okay, I gotta wait. I gotta wait because the market is not ready to go to the upside. Okay, so, and then I was very close to long this trade. This candle didn't have a wick on the micro side, so I was my focus was on the broker, and I see this candle didn't have a wick, and I hesitated a little bit, and then next thing I know, the market dropped lower. So when the market did this movement, and I'm like, okay, let me check YM, because YM was the strongest index at this time, and I was like, okay, let me pay attention to YM to see whether or not YM will join the other indices, or the other indices will join YM. Okay, and you can put that on your notes. I can accept the indices to like take their time to show bearishness, but they moving. I mean, it's a bullish market 9 times out of 10. So if they want to go to the upside, they're not gonna take very long. They're not gonna take too long. Okay, and that's exactly when my focus switched from NQ to YM, and I texted on my Discord and I said, okay guys, I think now my focus will be on YM. I'm more interested on YM. We have 47,545. I'm gonna pay more attention to YM to see if we can go lower. Okay, it was when I say this, the market was around here, and after that we create this imbalance on M15, and then we can see the reaction, and now the market is moving to the downside. So I see the market moving to the downside and grab this liquidity. Okay, as of right now. Okay, and then if you remember yesterday on the live I've made yesterday, I told you every time we have the evidence, or we have like John used to say, you have to treat you have to treat your analysis like a court case. All right, so we have evidence that say the high of the day might be set, so the market might not having any reason to move higher again. We're just gonna keep dropping lower. Okay, of course I wanted to see a further retracement. Okay, so to take this liquidity, but like I said in the Discord, the market might leave this liquidity for future reference and then keep dropping lower. So we don't have too much since then. The market stay here doing a contraction, and I would suggest you to wait if you want to trade NQ or ES. Okay, wait for a potential another manipulation, or try to find other areas, and then wait. Okay, because as of right now, you can see that's 9:30. Since then, we stay here. Okay, we create our first M15 imbalance bearish. We inverted it right away, and then after that, we just inverted again. So just wait. So the market doesn't show strength yet. Okay, the market doesn't show strength yet on NQ and ES, and at the same time, YM, which was the strongest index start to show some weakness. Okay, some weakness. The only thing I can consider as manipulation right here might be the hourly high. It's not something I talked about, to be honest. I think I only have this discussion with Kadostin. Okay, that's the only thing that happened here. It's just this hourly high. Okay, so the market move to the upside, manipulate the hourly high, and then drop to the downside. So we can see the reversal. So we didn't have like the high of Asia or the high of something, the high of like London and stuff. Okay, 12 p.m. is here, and then 1 p.m. is definitely right here. So as of right now, we can call this the lunch high. Okay, and then we can call this the lunch low. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wait. Price my moving to this IC candle we have. Okay, to keep going lower. All right, it's a probability too, if we're gonna keep going lower. All right, if we're gonna keep going lower. Okay, if you shorted, that's a good time to go break even. That's a good time to do partial or to do something if you shorted anywhere on here. Okay, so let me check real quick at what time it was. At 11:41, I said YM looks interesting. 47,547, that one as is a target. And I said NQ and ES did not give us like enough conviction to go higher. The market doesn't show any strength. In this situation, if you really want to long, you're probably gonna have to wait for another manipulation. Okay, and then I said NQ might leave the upside objective. I'm talking about the 26,291.25. I was talking about this one. So the market might leave this target for future reference. Okay, and then that might be our first distribution, and then now the market might create another distribution to go lower, and maybe tomorrow or maybe next week we might having a retracement or manipulation to go higher. That's basically what I see today on the indices. On the indices. Okay, that's what I see. Okay. let me check on YouTube real quick if you have any questions so far. Like I said, this live will be 100% in English. Okay, it will be in English 100%, no Creole today, because this stream is the SMS community stream. It's not my stream. It's not Libra's stream. It's, well, Libra is talking, but it's the SMS community stream, and I decide to do it on the Discord and the YouTube at the same time. Okay, I could have just shared the YouTube link, but I gotta respect the rules and do it the way we supposed to. All right, I'm checking on Twitch. I'm checking Twitch because I'm also live on Twitch. I'm also live on Facebook. We got 42 people on YouTube. We got some people on Twitch too, and some people on YouTube. Check Twitch real quick. All right. So, um, my mentor is here. Okay, John is here. What you think about the current price action, John? Everywhere at the same time. Yeah, everywhere at the same time. Discord, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and yeah, Discord, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Yeah, that's it.
Like where we're at right now with anything. You know, Dow is up on the day, Nasdaq is down. ES in the middle, as per usual. So I don't know. I don't think it's the greatest, but dollar index hit the highs that we've been watching for after we've been consolidating for like a week. So we finally got that, but excuse me, I'm in the middle of eating lunch. The sell side on euro we haven't met yet. The 1.1542, those lows down there on the daily time frame. So we'll see if the dollar continues higher and maybe currencies lower. But that's really about all that I'm looking at. I haven't traded today. I doubt I'm gonna trade anything today. So coming off of yesterday's FOMC price action. So
So you're talking about some highs on USD you had? Oh, these lows, I guess. Oh, they are nice.
saying is with those lows on euro, there's corresponding highs on the dollar, and those got met today.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't long currencies today.
Yeah.
And then yeah, real quick too, that's actually a pretty solid lesson as well. And intermarket. Like if you you don't have to do this, but
Mm-hmm.
if you were to go to the indices and then overlap the dollar index, and we can see that the rally in the dollar and the inverse, you know, is seen on the Nasdaq and ES.
Yeah, we
So
can do that. We can do that. I'm gonna add the XY. I think I don't like this one. Alright, that one is better. the DXY with the NQ, right?
yeah, so like seeing that dollar rally up from, it looks like on your chart, like the low, yeah, that.
Yeah, that
So
one
from that higher, and you can see that the inverse is seen on
on the
the
indices.
indices, right? So it's hard to justify, for me personally, it's hard to justify longs on indices with that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so by aligning the dollar index, and it's not going to do this every day, it's not lockstep, but when you see stuff like this, it really helps to filter out bad trades. You know, because someone out there, I don't know, I don't know who, but I mean, you can look at the chart, but I just have a feeling that somebody's trying to catch the low of the day today on indices, and they're not having a good time, right? Because
Yeah.
every time it makes a low, it comes all the way back, 80, 90% retracements.
Yeah.
Like that's not a bullish market, you know?
Yeah. That's basically what I was saying, because the indices they are bullish most of the time than being bearish. So when they want to go higher, they don't really take this much times, doing manipulation and retrace and expansion and retrace, staying in one place for the entire session. You don't really see that much when they really want to go higher. So it's not bullish yet. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So
And so by
now if we have a potential divergence, let's say we have the XY that create a new high and the indices fail to create a new low, what you think about that?
say that again?
Let's say we have DXY, we have the dollar create a new high and the indices fail to create a new low. How would you like interpret this price action if we have a divergence, basically?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I don't really look at that all that often, but
Mm,
what if we had a higher dollar and then like a divergence between the indices themselves, like hey, ES is lower, Dow is lower, but NQ is, has a higher low. I could see something like that
mhm,
going, okay, we have this one more push on dollar and now we're seeing signatures of manipulation on the indices, then yeah, I'd probably be bullish after that,
mm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So I don't think the dollar's just going to stop here, not with the euro having those lows there. I mean, it could, obviously. There's always going to be, room for being wrong in that analysis, but it just wouldn't make sense to me for the euro not to take those lows. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're waiting. I'm just gonna delete some stuff. And so the market keep creating lows and highs. That's basically how the market says to like stay away for a minute. Okay. Let me check the chart. I would like to say manipulation at the previous day high first on YM to see if I can take an entry on it, but never got it. Oh, okay. You wanted to see YM moving to the upside and take these highs before the retracement. Yeah, makes sense. I rarely see someone mark up stuff on the 4 hour. What do you usually look at? I like to put just some imbalances. That's it. I put the 4 hour with the daily, and that's it. Break even on ES for me. Entry was on the overlap, inverted imbalance, imbalance M5. It's rally, but get back to my entry and never show bullish conviction. Yeah, exactly. So, exactly. Well, sometimes it's gonna be like that. In today's breakdown, the breakdown we had this morning, we had a different story on YM, and at this by the time I was doing it, and I told you I don't really have any expectation on YM because he can do whatever he wants to do. But NQ and ES, I just wanted to see a retracement first, and then if they left some liquidity below, they will like drop lower to take them. But the fact that we have this target, and I told you, all right, you can still try to move to the upside and take these highs, but basically the fact that we have this nice manipulation, I don't think the market will go further than that. And I talked about this probably on Monday or or Sunday. I don't remember exactly. I just basically when we have two manipulation, when we have manipulation at the highs like this and the manipulation at the lows like that, we're probably gonna have like the market will stay in between of the two for a long period of time before we break one of them. If one of them is like a low resistance low or a low resistance high, it's good. But when both show like it's like a manipulation or they react at a higher time frame imbalance, previous day low, previous weekly low, 50% stuff like that, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait, and there is a high chance that the market stay between of them for the entire day. Okay, you can rewatch the stream I've made during this week. Okay, maybe Monday on Sunday. I don't think it was yesterday. Yesterday we just talked about the short opportunity. Okay, for those who were here yesterday, we talked about this target. Okay, we wanted to go there. Okay, before the before the off FOMC. Okay, I came here and I told you that's gonna be the next move. Well, I was not like a thousand percent sure. Okay, because we had a FOMC, anything can happen. But I told you anything that's gonna happen, we probably gonna have to take these lows first. Even if we want to go higher, I don't see price moving higher without taking these lows first. Okay, and we shorted in the current high of day. Actually, not only me, you did it too, and yeah, 230. That was a massive movement, and basically some of you texted me and telling me you did not capitalize on the move, and well, no, like you did not expect to have a candle like this. So if that was your target, it's your target, and that's it. Don't be don't be greedy. Don't be like, because the market is abundant. You're gonna have a lot of opportunity, and sometimes you're gonna have a $500 day and you're gonna regret it could have been 2,000, 3,000. That's gonna happen so many times. So that was our target, so it hit. That's it. Okay, so of course we had a second target right there, and the market took it today. All right, we talked about this target in yesterday's stream. We had a 2 p.m. and so yeah, the market react from it right there. Okay, so now yeah, just gonna watch price. Well, if you want to, okay, if you want to watch it. And so yeah, because I don't really expect too much from today's price action other than see if YM can go below the current day low, the 47,547. Okay, so we have this imbalance on H1 that can hold price a little bit, and we all know that. Okay, so as of right now, the market leaves like these highs we have right here. We came close to it, and then now we are having an expansion as usual. Okay, and then the market the market might leave this target for future reference, drop down to this liquidity, and then after that probably do a manipulation. That might be tomorrow, that might be next week, and to attack these highs. So I don't see all of these things happen in one day. Okay, so let me check the chat real quick on Twitch. All right, nothing on Twitch. Check on YouTube. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna stream every single day until the end of the year. Okay, that's the plan. We got 70 people on YouTube, but and today you have the pleasure to have my mentor with me. I should have put this live paid members only because come on, you listen to John. That's $500 by itself. Just listen to John in the stream. So yeah, it's not gonna happen every Thursday. So yeah, that's basically what I'm waiting for right now. That's the only thing I have on my note. Waiting to see if NQ can drop lower and take this target. Okay. So now we can see NQ and ES, they are not very interesting right now. And yeah. So now let me know in the chat if you do have any questions so I can answer. I know you guys always have questions. Okay. So I will go over them if I can. Americano, Francis, Haitiano. Yeah, that's what happened when you speak different languages. And guess what? I have people from Portuguese. They asked me to teach them. I don't speak Portuguese because when I was in college, I had a lot of Brazilian friends, and they see my stuff and they're like, bro, teach us in Portuguese. And I'm like, bro, I don't speak Portuguese. I understand some words in Spanish, but I can't speak Spanish neither. All right. If I could speak Spanish or Portuguese, I will open 2 other channels in Portuguese and Spanish, and that would be something interesting. Oh, Portugal here. Oh, Eric, you're from Portugal? You can open a channel, bro. Open a YouTube channel and share everything in Portuguese. Because I can't. They ask me, I'm like, bro, I don't speak Portuguese. I just know bom dia, bom dia, and what else? They teach me some words, you know. It was like almost 20 Brazilian. They're always together when I was at college. And that was something with Brazilian. They are always together, man. And I used to be with them, and they teach me some words. I forget them now. I remember bom dia because that's the first thing you say. That's good morning, and bom dia. So that's it. Brazil, nice people. Yeah, nice. They are very nice. They are very nice. South Florida, we have a lot of Brazilian, and I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Yeah. All right. So, no questions. If we don't have questions, that would be it, guys. It's 1:40, just 40 minutes today. I can stay for 1 hour if you have some questions about price action or anything. Okay. I didn't have any lesson for you today. The lesson today is patience. Okay. Stay patient. Okay. You remember on Monday and Tuesday you were complaining about price action. You were telling me you had the right bias, but the market didn't give like the right opportunity, and I told you to like just wait and stay patient. That's basically what happened during FOMC week and stuff like this. Okay. Even me, after all of those years, sometimes it's hard for me to catch a move, even though I have the right bias. All right. And you just hear John saying that he doesn't know about anything about the indices today. And I think that's what separates the successful ones and the other ones. Okay. When you open your screen, you don't understand anything. That's what it is. It's nothing less, nothing more. And sometimes I feel like you are forcing. The fact that I teach you a strategy that will give you opportunity like very often, and you think it's normal or it's the law to have a setup every single day. Well, I've been telling you, you can understand price action, you can understand what's going on, and can't even take a trade, not because you're dumb or you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes that happen. You're probably waiting for price to come at a certain area. It never came back. Let's talk about YM, for example. Yesterday, YM during the market breakdown, I told you we were around here, and I told you I wanted to see a retracement at this imbalance to go higher. We didn't have it. The market just moved to the upside massively, so no trades. And recently I posted, I don't really like to post my profits and stuff like that, but recently I posted my weekly profit on the Discord. And then I showed him I trade only one day. Only one day in the week made my week. And that was enough for the week. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. On Thursday, I got the opportunity. I took it. I respect my risk management. I respect everything. And then boom, I've made my week. Friday, I didn't even open my broker account anymore. You know, that's the type of patience you want, bro. If you can't sit on your hands and wait sometimes, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. And and that will bring more problems to your psychology or to your thinking system. Okay. And that's why I suggest you to like read. I give you some practice to do, like to like practice patience, because I think it's very important to do that. Okay. If you open your screen and you don't understand everything, just close it and that's it. Or you can still watching it and not doing anything if you are capable of, because not everybody can do this. I can sit down in front of my screen and watch it for the entire day without placing any trades. But some of you, it's automatically on your brain. If I open my screen, I gotta trade. If I open my screen, I gotta trade. That's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. What's your background, Librite? That's Librite. That's my logo. The Asian eater. That's my logo. I put the watermark. Okay. So it was a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you everybody on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and on the Discord. Thank you, John, for being here today. I know that happened like once in a while, but I always like when you're here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So bye everybody. See you tomorrow on my YouTube channel. I will try to do my stream before John or after John. I'm not gonna do it at the same time. That happened last week. I started at 1:45 something, and John was still streaming. So when John is streaming, I want you to watch John only and nobody else. Okay, no movie, no nothing. Just watch John. That's the only thing you have to do. And that was a mistake for me, and I'm not gonna repeat that. Okay. I'm gonna do the stream before John. No time again. Just put your alert. That might be at 12. That might be at 2. That might be at 5. Just gonna say, hey guys, I'm going live. Okay, just like today. Okay, let's go live. And I got 70 people. Oh, so okay. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
A very good one. All right.